Good evening, and thank you for tuning in and for watching ANF Plus here, streaming the First Alert Forecast live. I'm First Alert Meteorologist Cutter Martin here with the check of the First Alert Forecast, and we do have some weather to talk about, even some, relatively minor adjustments from when we spoke last stream here on ANF Plus at 4:30. We're streaming to you live on many platforms: AtlantaNewsFirst.com, the Atlanta News First app, First Alert Weather app, Roku, Amazon Fire Stick. YouTube, though, is kind of the place to go and the platform to be if you do have any weather questions, comments, concerns. Maybe you need additional clarification of what exactly is happening, or if I say something that you need just a little bit more detail on, YouTube is going to be the place that you can reach out on, and we already have folks watching at the moment. Again, thank you for tuning in and for watching. Atlanta News First is the account to like and to follow if you do want to participate in the conversation. If you ever see me look kind of camera left there, camera right on your end, I'm looking at my monitor, watching the YouTube feed, comments and views as they come in. Let's go ahead and start with the live look outside. Again, it's gorgeous. A pretty busy spot tonight. That's going to be Centennial Olympic Park, just a little ways away from there. Underground Atlanta, the site of one of several events going on, celebrating the ushering in of the new year. Outside right now, notice clouds moving back in. You can kind of see them reflecting off of some of those city lights there, the lights from the buildings and our cars. So yes, more clouds, but no rain of any worry in the forecast for any of our evening celebrations. Again, outside right now, it is a little bit on the cool side. It is in the 40s and lower 50s across the board. Again, we'll go ahead and bring that up for you. And temperatures have fallen pretty quickly this evening before those clouds moved in. We had just enough clearing right after the sunset for those temperatures to kind of drop like a rock. And we're already down to 39 in Marietta, 36 in Dallas, 46 in Dunwoody, again a little bit closer into the city, just a little bit milder, 41 Conyers. Downtown Atlanta, close to that Centennial Olympic Park camp, 51, 41 a little bit further to the north and west, up 75 in Cartersville, Bartow County in the lower 40s, upper 30s. One of our roam thermometers, 38, Dallas 36. Typically that is a colder thermometer. Flowery Branch is 47, Beaufort proper is at 45, Covington 44, a thermometer on the southwest side of town 46, Locust Grove 45, East Point 49. So you get the idea. Metro temperatures mostly in the 40s. Warm spot downtown right at 50, at least for the time being. And some of our colder outlying spots are already in the upper 30s. Hour by hour forecast. Again, it's going to be a quick cool down. Make sure you are dressing warmly out there. If you haven't already left for your evening plans, your celebration plans, grab that extra layer. We're not going to walk you through that hour by hour forecast. And again, temperatures will continue to tumble here relatively steadily, though clouds helping to keep in some of the warmth. Though it's not warm, but it would have cooled even more quickly this evening had we not had those clouds move in and kind of act like a blanket, so to speak, and keeping in some of the warmth that we accumulated from this afternoon. If it were clear, all of that would escape back up into space. It would be great, what we call radiational cooling conditions, and our numbers would easily be already 5 to 6 degrees cooler now than they already are. In the mid-40s, kind of chilly. So hour by hour forecast. Temperatures back in the low to mid-40s, 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning as you're wrapping up that midnight celebration, heading back home. That's in the city, upper 30s to near 40, outlying already by that point. Again, kind of a slower decline or fall in that temperature with clouds around into sunrise tomorrow. Going for a low temperature right around 40 in the city of Atlanta. It will be cooler further outlying, just a heads up. That's just for the city. But if you live in maybe Marietta, Alpharetta, Milton, Roswell, if you live up in Cumming, if you live in Gainesville, colder there in the far south side as well. Fayetteville, for example, LaGrange, Noonan down in Coweta County, it will be a little bit colder. In fact, I can pull up your city-by-city low temperatures here for your Monday morning. Again, tonight, Sunday, New Year's Eve. Tomorrow is New Year's Day. A lot of folks losing track of time, that point between Christmas and New Year's, where all you think about is food, and you kind of lose track of the day. And a reminder, tomorrow is indeed Monday, but it is New Year's Day. Most folks have the day off. Hopefully you do. And it'll be a relatively chilly start to the day tomorrow. Nothing too crazy out there, though, temperature-wise. Again, community by community, 40 or so. Hartsfield, Jackson, Atlanta International Airport, 36, though. Roswell, a little colder. Douglasville, 35. Palmetto, 35. 35 Kennesaw. This is our low point tomorrow morning. Our coldest temperatures of the day. Mid-30s outside of the perimeter, upper 30s to right at 40 inside I-285 tomorrow morning. And these numbers occurring generally before 8 a.m. for just a little moment, and then they're going to warm back up. Tomorrow, not a warm day, though, but they will be warmer. 30 in Blairsville, 33 Dalton, 38 in Athens, 34 Carrollton, and in Rome. Excuse me. There could be a little bit of frost out the door tomorrow morning, too. We have the clouds, yes, and sometimes frost has a little bit of trouble forming when there is a lot of cloud cover, but the wind is light, humidity up just a bit, like the frost we had this morning. I think a similar setup, though temperatures a few degrees warmer tomorrow morning, though looking like it's still going to be cold enough for some frost to form, so just a heads up, you may notice that out the door tomorrow morning. And then tomorrow afternoon will be cooler than this afternoon. Just looking at some of the data from today, we managed a high temperature in the upper 50s today. Tomorrow, we're going to struggle to hit 50. Again, we can go through the outlook here city by city. We'll start on the southwest side tomorrow afternoon. Again, it will be trending a little bit cooler tomorrow, upper 40s to near 50 with those clouds mainly early in the day, giving way to more sunshine in the afternoon. 47 Alpharetta, 48 Sandy Springs, 50 in Atlanta, 50 in Decatur. When at DeKalb County, it's upper 40s to near 50 as well. So it's going to be chilly tomorrow, going 50 for Atlanta officially. But I think many spots are going to stay in the 40s pretty much all New Year's Day, all Monday long. So make sure that you are bundling up even in the afternoon. That light breeze will be adding to the cool factor as well. But tomorrow's a good day. It's chilly, yes, the breeze adding to the cool factor, but it's dry. And while we do have some clouds early in the day, I think we'll have more sunshine as we get into the afternoon. So a chilly Monday, a chilly New Year's Day, but certainly we know it could be, so much worse. And actually the weather is going to get a little bit more active as we get into the heart of the work week. And I'll pull up a graphic that kind of tells the story. And you may notice some changes when we streamed and I spoke at 4:30. We have added a first alert for Wednesday. Again, adding that into the forecast as it looks like rain could be widespread enough to maybe slow you down a little bit for the outdoor plans, and it's going to be very cold Wednesday because of the clouds and the rain. We always knew it was going to be a first alert and more impactful weather day Saturday, with rain even more widespread, but now we are watching Wednesday, cold rain in the forecast, and can't totally rule out a few sleet pellets, maybe a few snow flurries, if moisture can work its way up north of metro Atlanta. The trend has been for the greatest rain chance, and that's still the case right now, to be south of I-20, south of metro Atlanta, Wednesday, kind of midday and then Wednesday afternoon. Recently, especially today, the past 3, 4, 5 model runs, models have been bringing moisture further and further northward, deeper into North Georgia, Northeast Georgia, Wednesday, so we kept your rain chance this evening at 40% for Wednesday. We did bump that up from last night when we dropped it to 30%. Data having a little bit of trouble. And in this weather pattern, it's to be expected, pinning down the exact track of these storm systems. We'll talk about the setup here in just a moment. But again, a chilly light rain possible Wednesday. We're giving you the first alert. The simple heads up, hey, dry Wednesday rain chance. First alert. And there could be some sleet pellets, snow flurries mixed in there, especially higher elevations, if we can get enough moisture that far northward where the air is cold enough for that to happen. No road impacts, no winter worries, anything like that. It's going to be much like what we just had a couple of days ago, where some did see some flurry sleet pellets, but nothing really was any issue whatsoever. Thursday, Friday break. And then as I talked about this active storm pattern, we have another system set to bring in wetter conditions on our Saturday, looking like a widespread soaking rain first half of next weekend, hence the first alert, hence the 70% chance of rain Saturday. So Monday, you're good for plans. Tuesday, you're good for plans. Wednesday, first alert. Thursday, Friday, good for plans. Saturday, first alert. Rain could impact those plans, and it will kind of make for kind of gross, just putting it bluntly and simply there, gross conditions for a portion of the stretch as we get into the middle of the week and then especially on into next weekend. Let's talk about that setup Wednesday just a little bit more closely. Again, you have to bear with me. One of many coughing out there. Of course, the weather gets colder, bugs start going around, and we are all playing impact to that. So let's go ahead and break down that 7-day forecast. Notice how I mentioned the days being decent, Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, Friday. They will be, but they're going to be cold. You don't need the umbrella, but you will need the jacket. 50 tomorrow, 51 Tuesday, though we may struggle to get there Tuesday after a freezing start Tuesday morning. And then clouds roll in Tuesday night into Wednesday morning, hence it being just a few degrees warmer. But those same clouds that kept Wednesday morning above freezing will also limit how warm we can get Wednesday afternoon. So it's looking like it'll stay in the upper 30s and 40s. In many spots. First alert for that chance of cold rain. Again, greatest chance is south of I-20. And this is just one forecast model, but this is an idea of how the day may play out. Again, we're going to pull out Wednesday here, talk about the first alert. This is a snapshot of a computer model's forecast for 5 p.m. Wednesday. And notice that it has temperatures in the upper 30s and 40s with a light rain falling. Now, this particular forecast model may make it look like it's raining everywhere. I don't think that's going to be the case. It's just a resolution issue here. But it does give you the idea. Notice where the deeper greens are, south and southwest. That's where the greatest rain chance will be. But it is possible some of that moisture could work its way deeper into North Georgia. And you even see some pinks and some blues up in the higher elevations. There certainly could be a few sleet pellets, few snow flurries mixed in as this wraps up Wednesday evening, Wednesday night. Very light, and you can see temperatures there well above freezing. So we're not worried about any sort of wintry weather. That system will quickly move out back to breezy, cold, but sunny weather. Thursday looks mostly sunny with high temperatures only in the mid to upper 40s. Widespread light freeze in the Friday morning time frame, struggling to hit 50 Friday afternoon. And then here comes Saturday. We have another first alert Saturday for widespread rain in the first alert forecast. It's going to be hard to get thunder in the current setup, but there could be an isolated storm or two. Again, mainly south of Interstate 20. The main impact will be widespread soaking rain Saturday, and it could be heavy. That system moves out and we'll be drying out, clearing out Sunday. So back half of the coming weekend, even with that Saturday first alert, does look a little bit better for plans if you have any concerns for outdoor plans. And then active weather pattern here. We have another storm system set to impact the area maybe next Tuesday. That 10-day forecast is available right now at AtlantaNewsFirst.com and in the First Alert Weather app. And that one could bring yet another round of widespread rain, maybe some storms, followed by much colder weather. Once again, every time we start to try to warm up, we get another front moving through with colder air behind it. In fact, we can take a look at this active setup and kind of paint the picture here for you. Kind of switch it over to a map. This is a first alert radar. Again, we're watching areas to our south and west. Dry now, quiet now, so we're not too worried about rain in the near term. Not worried about rain tomorrow, not worried about rain Tuesday, but let's talk about storm systems, what we have going on. So I'm just going to mark these with an X, give you an idea. One right now spinning over the Great Lakes. That's helping to pull in the chillier air Monday into Tuesday. And then as far as our Wednesday, Thursday system, we are watching another area of low pressure beginning to impact the West Coast, but still technically over the Pacific. And you can see it is a wave train out here. We have storm system after storm system, very El Nino-like. Not all of these are going to impact us directly. Nonetheless, showing you that there are quite a few systems out there, and the train of systems continues. Basically, it's a train, and each storm system is a car on the train track traveling through the United States, and it's possible as we get into mid-January we could have more cold air in the picture, which could just only energize, so to speak, the setup and bring a more impactful weather to a greater portion of the United States and possibly, parts of Georgia as we get into the middle of the month. So just wanted to check in. Again, we've been chatting for about 15 minutes now, letting you know that the weather this evening, it's chilly, but it's nice. It's as it should be, as it normally is for New Year's Eve celebration. So get outside, enjoy it if you can. Tomorrow's going to be a nice day, too. It'll be chilly Monday, Tuesday, but we're going to bring the chance of bringing that first alert back in the forecast, not tomorrow, not Tuesday, but as everyone is really getting settled back into the new work week, that will be Wednesday. As I pull back up that 7-day forecast, that the next chance of cold rain re-enters the picture. And again, it does look like there could be a few sleet pellets, a few snow flurries mixed in, not a winter weather impact. And then beyond that, we are tracking, after a 2-day break, a likely chance, a 70% chance, and probably only raising that from here, that widespread soaking rain will impact some Saturday plans. Could be heavy, but the risk of severe weather very, very low. Again, fingers crossed that continues. And then as we get into Sunday, drying out once again ahead of that storm system the following week. And again, that 10-day forecast available right now in the First Alert Weather app. I want to thank you for joining. Folks, we're streaming but didn't have any questions come in, so hopefully you don't have any on the forecast. I want to remind you, though, if you do think of anything or if you need any clarification on the forecast, you can reach out to me, Cutter Martin, on Instagram, Twitter, X, Threads, Facebook, pretty much every platform, and you can also reach out to Ella Dorsey, Courtney Jacobazi, Patrick Pete Rodney Harris, Fred Campagna, and First Alert Chief Meteorologist Jennifer Valdez. We are all here to keep you updated. Again, if you have any weather questions, comments, concerns, just give us a holler. In the meantime, bundle up, enjoy your New Year's Eve, have a wonderful evening, and a great first day of 2024. We'll see you a little bit of a different schedule tonight. We'll see you at 10 p.m., simulcasting Atlanta News First on WANF and Peachtree TV, Atlanta CW affiliate. Latest news headlines with Sean Gables, and I'll have your complete First Alert forecast again starting at 10 p.m.